World, it is Wednesday, September 27th, 2023, and looking out the window at Defiance, it's kind of an overcast day, and I think there's supposed to be like a 90% chance of rain, which is good because I think we need some. And I think relatively lower temperatures in upper 60s maybe would be the high before some warmer weather this weekend and into next week. I think that's going to be what we call our Indian summer. The devotion for today is called or entitled Get Quiet by Anne Cansfield. And Anne bases the devotion upon Psalm 46, verse 10, New Revised Standard Version. Be still and know that I am God. And then Anne writes, our church feeds people. Every Wednesday night, we provide a community meal, better known in the neighborhood as a soup kitchen. We get all kinds of folks, and occasionally someone arrives who's had a bit too much to drink or a particularly difficult day. They get into a fight, and someone calls for me, the pastor, to try to bring about some peace. Early on, I thought the most effective way to break up such a fight involved strength and force. I'd arrive in the middle of the fight, loud and threatening. It really didn't work well. Then someone suggested getting quiet in order to be heard. Over time, I've learned that when there's a lot of chaos, even the angriest person is far more apt to respond to quiet confidence. It's counterintuitive, but lowering my voice often gets their attention. And the struggle to hear what I'm saying often creates enough space to restore a bit of calm to the situation. Life is full of noise, responsibilities, obligations, and often a television in the background. It can be hard to listen for God. Perhaps that's why God seems to speak most often in a still, small voice. It's a level of volume that might help us to slow down, get quiet, and be still. And Anne's prayer. Only one speak to me in a quiet voice so that I, in turn, must slow down in order to listen. Amen. Well, a few things that came through my mind as I was reading this is, we have extremely busy lives, and sometimes we just get so caught up in the busyness of it. We don't take the time to slow down and to be present. And as a result, it often works on our emotions, and we get caught up in the emotions of the community that we're in, the tensions that draw us in, and then draw out our tensions in the worst possible way. So sometimes it is better just to slow down, take some time, take a breath, and breathe, and just be present before going on. This devotion also reminded me of a situation a long time ago where I had a really bad day at work. My wife Laurel called in a pizza at a pizza place near us on my way home from work. And it was a Friday night. It was slammed. And I grabbed the pizza, came home, took a slice, bit into it, and it was still raw in the middle. They must have pushed it through the salamander, the oven with the conveyor belt to get more pizzas out faster. And I was really upset. Not really with the pizza, but with everything else going on. But I took it out on the manager and called the pizza place and kind of lost my temper and started yelling at the person. And on the other end was absolute silence. The manager never said a thing, just waited for me to stop. And I just said, hello? And then the manager said, are you done? And I said, yes. He said, well, what can we do for you? And I said, well, I'd like a new pizza. He said, it'll be ready in 20 minutes. I'll never forget that because it was so, so powerful, the silence. So the next time you feel drawn into a conflict or feel your emotions bubbling up, stop, take a breath, be present, search for God within you or beside you before you move. Because sometimes God is present there in the silence. Hope you have a good day, and hope to talk to you again tomorrow.